These are 13 times footballers were caught cheating. And for Diego Maradona, his actions made him the most hated man in England. During the 1986 World Cup, Argentina was facing England in the quarterfinals, and Maradona was determined to do anything possible to give his team the advantage, even if it meant playing the dark arts. And after finding the perfect opportunity, Maradona took his game up a notch, switched to a different sport, and hit the most controversial goal of all time. I mean, this was back in 1986, and with no VAR in operation, there's no way the ref could have spotted that in real time. But I'm pretty sure Maradona never went on holiday to England, just like Thierry Henry to Ireland, after bagging the curse of the Irish.
Oui, et il y a mal de Schillaci aussi. Oui, il y a mal de Thierry Henry.
Bien sûr, c'est ce qu'il reproche, c'est William Gallas qui l'a mis au fond.
Oui, il y a mal de Thierry Henry.
100%.
Henry must have thought he was a receiver in the NBA or something. I don't even have words for that. The goal unfortunately knocked Ireland out of the World Cup qualifiers. But you see, karma. She must have been wearing an Irish jersey, because during that same World Cup, France was absolutely horrendous.
That is bloody lovely.
Maradona and Henry's handballs managed to go unnoticed, but when Luis Suarez decided to try his version in 2010, he got caught in 4K.
What is that? What the f*** is that?
The ref didn't even waste a single second in sending him off. Talk about getting caught red-handed. Suarez was just trying to help his country, but Sergio Ramos getting sent off in 2019 was all because of his dark secret. During the Champions League quarterfinal first leg versus Ajax, Madrid won the game 2-1, but Ramos was on to something else. See, because of the rules, Ramos was already racking up the cards from the group stages, and he wanted a clean slate in the quarterfinals. And that's when he decided to get himself intentionally booked so he couldn't get suspended and miss the second leg. After the game, Ramos came out to admit the yellow card was on purpose.
Bueno, sí, la verdad que viendo el resultado te mentiría si te digo que ha sido.
And when the guys at UEFA found out, they slammed him with a 2-game suspension. And it gets even better, because Ramos didn't even make it to the quarterfinals because Ajax ended up thrashing them 4-1 at the Bernabeu with Ramos in the stands.
Justice.
This dude just can't get away from the negative press. I mean, just a couple months back, he ruined the biggest night of this dude's career. This final was supposed to be special for Salah. He was having an incredible season with Liverpool, but Ramos snapped his shoulder in half and ended his dream. I haven't seen cheating this bad since Denis Cheryshev tried to deceive an entire system. In 2015, Cheryshev was playing for Real Madrid when they faced Cadiz in the Copa del Rey. He even scored the opening goal of the game, but at halftime, he got subbed off because he knew his secret was getting too obvious and he was about to get exposed. Turns out Cheryshev had picked up 3 yellow cards from last season and was ineligible to play in the game. Cheryshev got fined and Madrid got knocked out of the competition. But at least Cheryshev's ban was just for 1 game, because this next dude legit got banned from football for 8 months. When Ivan Toney got called up to the English national team last year, he was at the peak of his career. But just a couple of months later, it was all about to come crashing down. Even though he's on a huge paycheck at Brentford, Toney still felt like he needed some extra cash and decided to start placing bets on his own games. That's obviously illegal in England. And when the authorities decided to do some extra digging, they realized Toney had been doing it since 2017. Toney got accused of breaching 262 FA betting rules, and as a result, he's been banned from the beautiful game for 8 months. It's a long time, but at least now he'd have enough time to catch up on all the action he missed from our channel. If you want to catch up as well, make sure to subscribe, man. Look how close we're getting to that mighty 100K. Anyways, at least his 8-month ban isn't like this next dude who got banned for life. In 1989, Brazil and Chile were squaring off for the final qualification ticket for the 1990 World Cup. The game was going to be played in Brazil's Maracanã, making the Seleção the favorites. But the Chileans were preparing the craziest football heist of all time, starring their goalkeeper, Roberto Rojas. And as the game went on, a flare came out from the stands, and after Rojas went down bleeding from the head, the refs stopped the match and instantly canceled the game. The Brazilians were scared because they knew that FIFA would slam them with a ban, knocking them out of the World Cup qualification. But just as all hope seemed lost for the Seleção, Ricardo Alfieri turned up with photos that proved the flares didn't even touch Rojas on the head. And that's when he confessed that it was all part of a mega scheme to get Brazil knocked out. Rojas admitted to cutting himself with a blade, and that's where the blood came from. Awful stuff, man. Rojas ruined his life on the field. But Mauro Icardi was off it after he got caught in sneaky links with his teammate's girl, Wanda Nara. Wanda was married to Icardi's teammate and national buddy, Maxi Lopez, and they even had 3 kids together. But behind Maxi's back, Icardi was texting Wanda, started a relationship with her, and Wanda even ended up leaving Maxi for Icardi with the 3 kids. Icardi and Maxi Lopez's friendship got ruined, and they can obviously never be buddies again. Just like Rivaldo and Hakan Şükür. Picture this. It's the World Cup knockout stage. Brazil is up against Turkey, and Rivaldo is trying to play mind games and waste time. Hakan Şükür gets so pissed, he kicks the ball into Rivaldo, and the Brazilian does this. Man, that performance deserves an Oscar. The ref and his assistants bought it and sent Şükür off. But when the replays came out, it clearly showed the ball didn't touch Rivaldo's face. He definitely went overboard, just like this next dude back in 2018.
Like he just dribbled that out, and he did. Off, is he going to get a yellow card for that? And Mike Witzel as well for the way he dumped.
Oh! Come on, Killian, no one is buying that. The ref even gave him a yellow card for wasting time. If you think this is bad, you have to check out this next dude. That's just ridiculous. I mean, the dude legit rolled back onto the pitch, just in case the ref didn't see him. As crazy as this is, it still can't stop Raheem Sterling and his attempts to go scuba diving in a live game.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
Sterling's dive went viral and became a meme on social media. Guess Sterling and City are lucky they didn't have to face Marwin Hitz in goal for the pen. The ref didn't see it in real time, but Hitz damaged the penalty spot, making it difficult for the penalty taker. And as Modesti ran up to take the kick, he slipped and Hitz saved it. Maybe Hitz kinda got away with this one, but for this next dude, cheating ruined his career. Maradona again! Yeah, no surprise here, you know what they say. If you do it once, you'll do it again. And in 1994, Maradona was leading his Argentine team in the World Cup when they faced Greece in one of the opening games. Maradona scored a cracking goal, but as he ran to celebrate in front of the cameras, the officials noticed that he looked a little odd and extra pumped. So after the game, they ran a series of tests on Diego, and that's when they realized he was extra pumped because he was on illegal substances. I think you know what I mean? Maradona ended up getting banned from international football for 15 months, and it effectively ended his international career. But guys, there's a whole load of stuff Diego was hiding about his life that I'd bet you didn't know. Just watch this one on screen. You'll also hear about the time he legit shot at journalists because they asked him for an interview.